DC is the city of immigrants, but did you know that the architect who created the plan of DC was an immigrant as well? Pierre L'Enfant created the plan of DC and what we know now best, the National Mall, the White House, L'Enfant Plaza. Everywhere you look, you see an immigrant who created the city. Today we're talking to people in the city. Washington is home to so many immigrants. Let's test some of their knowledge about immigration and to hear some of their stories about their immigrant heritage.
I think DC is actually a big immigrant town. I mean, I'm from Philadelphia, so in a lot of city populations, it's just a lot more diverse than when you go, more outside of the city. I think there's a lot of immigrant communities like the Vietnamese community, Ethiopian community, a lot of South American communities. So there's a lot of culture here.
I'm from Georgia, so there's a lot more immigrants here than I guess back at home. There's a lot to contribute. There's a lot of diversity that they add, and it's nice seeing different people from different walks of life here.
It's a country of opportunities, and for me especially, I feel very safe here. I feel that the quality of life is better where I come from.
The largest immigrant groups in DC are from El Salvador, the Dominican Republic, China, Ethiopia, and Colombia. Many of them came in the 60s and 70s to escape political violence, but many immigrants have been coming recently with all the turmoil that's happening around the world.
In terms of largest immigrant groups, I think that there's a good group of folks from Ethiopia. I imagine just kind of all over. It's a cultural hub. It makes sense.
Immigrants are drawn to DC, and as a sanctuary city, DC does a lot to help immigrants assimilate and integrate into the city. In fact, the larger area, the metro area of DC, has become one of the most diverse places in the whole country.
Nobody is actually from here.
Yeah.
My parents are immigrants, so my mom's from Colombia.
I think that DC is transformed. I've only been here for 5 years, but I have friends who are from the DC area, and I think that DC has transformed to more of a young professional, and it's become more difficult for immigrant communities, particularly in Mount Pleasant, to sustain their living. So I think that there are difficulties with regard to how expensive it is to live here.
Honestly, I'm struggling right now because I'm trying to find a job, and whenever they face the fact that I'm an immigrant and that I need some kinds of requirement with my visa, they don't consider me. So I think DC could do more.
If you live in DC, chances are high that you know someone who's an immigrant. Ask them about their immigrant story. To learn more about this, as well as many other immigration-related topics, follow us on social media @ImmigrantFood. Sign up for our newsletter, where each week we send you 5 ways that you can engage with the immigrant community, and join us inside the restaurants to stay #United at the table. See you guys next month for a different issue.